Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and this blue car right next to me has an emergency. I just got here, it's the weekend, you know the deal. If it's the weekend, charge a little bit extra. That way people don't waste my time on the weekend. If it's really an emergency, then they'll let me come out. Or they just want to pay me extra. Anyways, long-time customer here. Their car's been broken down in this parking lot. It's the weekend and it has to be moved by tomorrow morning, I guess, because it's a university parking lot. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think they said they had a belt for it. So let's hop out, see if the keys are here. They're not here yet. But I was running late, so I'm guessing they just left the keys. Turns out they were just running a minute later than I was. This customer is one of my longtime customers. If you ever remember the Pontiac Breeze, that's this car's old owner. Sí, voy a mencionar que es el auto tuyo, que algunos van a conocer el Breeze. Okay. So first I was actually wondering if maybe the motor seized up and that's why the belt broke. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check things out and make sure that this motor doesn't have anything obvious going on. Nothing really looks out of place except for this little cap on the AC line is missing. But I asked about this and apparently the customer had just been on a trip to Vegas, and when they were in Vegas the car had some AC problems. They went to a shop to get it recharged and it was never recharged, and so I'm assuming the issue lies in the AC somewhere. Also, for the first time I'm realizing how hard this tensioner is going to be to deal with. This video is sponsored by 𝕗𝖊𝖈. I've got the 𝕗𝖊𝖈 transmission jack here. This thing's super awesome. Let me show it to you real quick. One of my favorite parts about it is this ring right here. Makes it super easy to maneuver. I chose to put the legs on in this direction, although I think you can put it on upside down with no problem. Alright, it also comes with some great mounting brackets here. Not only that, came with a great length of chain to help you secure any sort of transmission on here while you're putting it up over your head. Like any great transmission jack, we've got 2-axis rotation. A transmission to a motor, it's all about the angle of the dangle. If you can't get your angles exactly right, it's super hard to mount up. Like this, you can get it mounted up in just the perfect spot. Last but not least, 2 of the casters are locking, so it's not going to roll away on you if your shop's a little uneven. Alright, there you go, max height. I'm about 6 feet tall, just about my height. So if you're interested in one of these, check out the link in the description and the pinned comment. Back to the video. You can actually tell here, but it's so small I couldn't even fit a normal tensioner wrench down in there on top of it because you have to use a socket with those. Alright, so not only was that tensioner super hard to loosen, but I had to get the belt behind that tensioner. If you know what I'm talking about, there was a little bit of a gap. So not only did I have to fight with that tight space with that tensioner, I had to get the belt behind it, and then I had to just go above and below 20 different times in order to get this belt routed perfectly, all in order to get this thing on at the last minute. So it wasn't super hard, it was just a normal belt, but it was really tight space, and finally I got everything ready to go. Ok. A ver, ¿tenéis esta llave? ¿Este es?
Ajá.
Oh, ok.
Si no, voy a por la otra llave que uso normalmente.
Ok.
Regreso en 30.
Dale. So if you heard that, the key doesn't have a battery, so he's gonna run and get a new key. He'll be back in about 20 minutes. All right, well, they had the wrong key. The battery was dead, so that wasn't working. They're gonna go to their house like 10 minutes away and find the key, so I'm just gonna grab some breakfast real quick. Okay, first start. Listo. Oh man, after all that and it still doesn't want to start, I'm not really sure what to do, so let's just put a jump box on it. Eso. Alright, so now I'm starting to understand if you can hear that really terrible pulley sound. That sounds like the AC compressor is seizing up, and that's probably what broke the belt. In fact, my suspicions were correct. 2 days later, I got the call that the belt broke again because of that AC compressor. It didn't have gas in it, and they just wanted to go ahead and replace that AC compressor themselves. So after that, everything worked perfectly fine, and as of a couple of weeks, the belt's been running great with the new AC compressor they installed. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you're subscribed and you leave this video a thumbs up. If you like this video, I think you're going to love this next one. Check it out, and I'll see you on the next episode of Roadside Rescue.